Hey guys, it's Mr. Calderon with Queen of My Pawn, and I got a request for help from a user Androgeek on Lichess. So he writes, I had a pretty nice win, but I sent it because it was not the cleanest. Could you help me out, please? So yes, I will absolutely help you out, and let's basically go ahead and get straight into the game. Androgeek was black here. G3. Okay, so in these types of position, I like to play d5 and c6. Okay, and that keeps the position closed and keeping this bishop quiet. I tend to get pretty good positions. It's definitely a good game. So knight f6, f4. That makes no sense. g6 is a decent move, but it also puts this object as a target because this pawn can be attacked with f4 or f5 eventually. So I like to play still d5 in these positions. Okay. So let's see what happens. f4, g6, d4, d5. This isn't good for black because this bishop is blocked by this pawn, and it's gonna be quiet the whole time. I don't really like this opening for black too much. I would just play d5, bishop to f5, unless he plays c3 when the queen can come out here and attack you. Or if you want to keep the bishop back, then you can play e6, bishop to e7, and knight b d7, and just treat it like a semi-stop. And then you play e6, and you know the center is solid, very solid. And at some point, maybe you can even play e5 or c5. So g6, d4, d5, bishop g2, bishop g7, knight f3, castles, castles, c6, c3, knight b7. So you can see I'm saying the moves automatically because this is what I would play as well. So if you see me stop, it's because something is horribly wrong. Knight to e5. That's right, knight to e4. That's a good move. Queen to c2. This is gonna look kind of drawish. Okay, good. You played knight to f3. That's pretty good. I mean, knight to f6. Knight d2. Bishop f5. Everything looks good so far. Queen to b6. And over here, why can't I just take this knight? The bishop will take back, and then my knight gets there. His space looks kind of silly. He's got a bishop that's blocked. I trade off one of his good pieces. Remember, in close positions, it's always better to get the other guy's knights and exchange his favor the defender. So after knight takes knight, bishop takes knight on d2, knight to e4, and what do you know, that's what the machine says. The bishop is blocked in by its own pawns. I made a video about this just today. A couple videos ago I say that you need to block their bishops and free up your position. And you can even play f6 here. So the important thing to note is that this is loose. So instead you played bishop to e4. No. I see a lot of beginners doing this mistake. They like to give up the bishop here prematurely, but the bishop doesn't need to be given up. Why are you exchanging this beautiful bishop? Look at that. There's no need, and you're controlling some critical squares here. You can even put a queen on c8 eventually. There is no need to exchange that bishop. It's a strategic blunder. The machine does not like it either. That's not... Well, the thing is that c6 is weak now. And also bishop to e4. That's the problem. Like, I bet you were expecting bishop takes and knight takes. Yeah, he's not... This isn't forcing anyone to do anything. That's why I said it was a strategic blunder. But when you go here, and bishop takes, yeah, sure, queen takes. And you should definitely do this now. Or even, you need to protect... let's see, because this pawn is weak. And you want to get into this diagonal, but you don't want to get with the bishop here. Oh, just do this. He can't take, it won't work. So he probably will take here, but then you get the 7th rank. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. The engine says -1. So yes, it's all in the position. Like the position is just, it's beautiful. Black's position is amazing. So let's continue with the actual game move. Here you can still play rook to b8, which you didn't do. You did instead bishop takes g2. I see, because you want to put the knight there. King takes g2, but you could have done that right from the get-go. Knight to e4. It says blunder because now you lose more pawns. It's not a good move. Not a good look either. What? No. He could have just done this. Followed by bishop to e1. The engine, I mean, maybe I'm wrong because the engine doesn't give bishop to c1 as a blunder. Yeah, knight takes e6 is the right move. You're missing the fact that this is under attack. You can't give yourself up like that. When it's like, if someone's attacking you, are you gonna keep letting them attack you? What's another way to put it? If you have ants on you that are biting you, are you gonna keep getting bitten? Are you gonna let them keep biting you and just like poisoning you? That's not good. That's not a good way to go. So you gotta make sure that you get that queen out of there. We're playing rook to b8 and rook takes b2, and now you're the ant that's biting them. You gotta have some. You gotta have that feeling that you don't like being attacked. Okay. So knight to e4, bishop to c1. This isn't forced, but at the point now it is, because now this is protected. You don't have rook takes b2 anymore, which would have been a beautiful counterattack. Now look, you have a beautiful knight here, so the concession isn't too bad, but you're still losing this pawn. It could be a draw. I would say that maybe your best bet's to trade, and you can get a draw out of this. But you played c5, which opens up his bishop. No bueno. No bueno. Okay, I mean, that's not bad, but not good either. Just move the rook away. Bishop h6, rook e8, e3, and that's obviously a blunder, since you can play something like why not c4 for starters? Oh, rook to b8. And there you go. So you played, no. There you go. All right, you're getting in there now. We need to reinforce this rook. Naturally, everyone wants to take this pawn, but as I will make in a future video, the point: do not take pawns unless it strengthens your position. And I don't see the position being strengthened exactly. Like, if you have a good move, find the better one. So I think I like this move. This and that looks appetizing. And look, the knight's preventing the rook from going to f2. He might play bishop c1 and just move out the way. He attacks you. Just queen takes. Oh no, this rook is hanging. Should I have done that? I don't think rook c2 is the right move here. I think rook to e2. But annoyingly, he still has this. So let's. Oh no, he doesn't have that. That's the point. And then you can play this move. Okay. So yeah. Why did you do that? I just said don't win a pawn unless it improves your position. You need to move the rook away to where it cannot be attacked. Okay. Yeah, it turns out c2 is not the right square. It's a choice that you should consider, but like we just analyzed, only e2 works in this position. So let's quickly end this. You're blocking the bishop from retreating. Not bad. That's a blunder. I wonder why. Maybe because you win the bishop, right? Very good. No, don't trade queens, man. You got the attack. You need to put a rook there and control the open file. This game is not over. Queen to e6. Queen to h5. There you go. Rook to b8. Queen to f3. Rook to b2. Oh, that's easy. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's good. That's good. You got rid of the passed pawn. That's good. You're taking over. That's it, man. That's it. And then you get your king over here to block the pawns. So, don't trade so easily. Make sure that when you're attacked, you have a counter attack to lean on. What else? If you're gonna exchange something, make sure that it's forced, because I see you're trying to offer exchanges, but they weren't forced. So you can get into some trouble miscalculating that way. Otherwise, your central control was good. You just need to work on your tactics some more. So if you like this video, make sure to click the thumbs up button, subscribe to my content, and I'll see you on the next one.